Hey G Mamas, how are you today? Thank you for visiting our blog or our channel if you are on YouTube. Today I will be talking about my first trimester exams and what most women have to do. Please notice that these were recommendations that my health provider did to me based on my age, my medical history, and the country I live. Maybe it's different for you, and it could be all of these or some of these and even more that I haven't done that you should be considering. So always talk to your doctor about what you should be doing. So let's go through the list, and today I will be cheating a little bit because it's been weeks and weeks that this happened, and just now I could write about the first trimester exams, and I would like to share this with you. Let's go. So when you find out that you are pregnant, there are a list of exams that they will require from you. Maybe some of them you have done recently, like the first one in my list, which is a pap smear. I have done my pap smear just months before I got pregnant because of my my endometriosis surgery, the laparoscopy that I've done 2 or 3 months before I found myself pregnant, and because of that I didn't need to do another one. But in most cases, women that are trying to conceive are recommended to do a pap smear during that time or in the beginning of their pregnancy. So it's very important to do it early or even before your pregnancy. The second one is urinalysis and blood work, which will assess, so the urine test will assess bacteria, will assess diabetes, will assess kidney infections, dehydration, even preeclampsia, and the blood test will determine your HR status and which is your type of blood, and the HCG levels, which I talked about a while ago, which is the hormone of pregnancy, that it will increase week by week as you get more and more pregnant. Then the first ultrasound, which in my case was the doctor told me to do on week 7. I think 7 weeks is when you can hear a heartbeat and you can see more things. This initial ultrasound, you don't see much. As a mom, you need to basically have the help of the technician there to tell what they are seeing, and it's usually a little ball and like a cell really, and will pulsate, and you can ask them to hear it, and it will hear the baby heartbeat, which is super fast. It's like 140 per minute. Is really fast, but it's so emotional, it's so cute. And then basically they would just check your date of a little bit more accurate due date based on that exam. We'll check if the baby is growing as it should. The other test that I've done was the NIPT, non-invasive prenatal testing, and the structural ultrasound, which are done together, and I did on week 12. But this test was also is a test. There is a blood test and a structural ultrasound together, so they can be done on between week 12 and between week 12 and 14, and it's optional. You don't have to do those. Those are to assess any risks that you may have or chromosomal abnormality for your baby. So that was something that we wanted to do. We paid about $800 to do it here in Australia. We got maybe $200 back from Medicare. I know that in Europe this exam is about €1,000. I don't think anywhere in the world is free or completely subsidized by the government because it's not compulsory, but we thought that was not worth the risk of not knowing, so we wanted to know if there was any factor of risk. As I mentioned before, this is not to tell you whether or not you have affected pregnancy, but it's to assess your risk. And if there is a high risk, they will let you know days after your exam to take you from there, because then you may need to do extra exams. And you can choose to do these or not. As I said, they are optional. But the good thing about this exam as well, because it's a test with the blood test, they can assess the gender of the baby if you want to know. We wanted to know, and I already talked about that in the pregnancy review party video. We just put that we wanted to know the results, both of the risk factor and the gender of the baby, as soon as we could know. And so on top of that, this is the first ultrasound that you will actually see a person inside of you, which is so exciting. We were so happy to see that little person. It was 12 weeks only, super small, but every finger, every toe was formed, and there was, you know, nose, everything. And it's a very long ultrasound exam. Is about an hour, and they assess everything to make sure that the heart is working fine, the kidneys are working fine, how is the shape of the head, how is the shape of the bones, and everything is assessed detail by detail to make sure that your baby is progressing as it should. And it's just so exciting to see it. Our baby was jumping and saying hello, and we had some cute photos that I will put on the blog, and the link will be below here for you to see. More information about these exams are also linked below. There's probably a number of tests that you can do, as I said before, but each case will be assessed differently by your healthcare provider, just to make sure that your baby is going well, that you are going well, that you're progressing well. If there is anything that you could do to improve your health, you could know as soon as possible. And those were the ones that I did on the first trimester, which finished when you are week 13. And I will be talking about all the exams that I've done after I completed my first trimester and started my second trimester. And I hope you enjoyed this video, that helped you clarify something for you. If you didn't, please comment below or go to the blog and reach out to me directly. Let's help each other in getting more information, supporting each other through this period of our lives. Please like this video, subscribe to the channel so you can receive all the news as I go and I experience and I learn from my own pregnancy that can be helpful to you and to other moms that you know. So share with your friends, like, subscribe, and I will see you in the next video. Thank you so much for watching. I will see you soon. Bye.